And off we go, folks. Big hit of the llama.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the after party. Cheers.
Including Dave. Dave, welcome.
Hey, Dave, you made it.
Dave comes
Just
right
in
to
time.
time.
Hey, Greg, I'm trying to decide the best part of that new intro video for the after party. Hey, well,
It's the fish.
no, well, the fact that
It's
you're
the fish.
the stripes on your golf ball actually make it look like a range ball.
No, it's true. It does.
So good evening, everybody. We are here tonight. We're gonna get to it. We got some housekeeping stuff we need to take care of first. But we are gonna get to the Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Death, Zoltar, whatever we're calling it today. Greg's tablet, and our contest winner. We will decide that tonight. But there's a couple things we didn't take care of last night, as we had a great recap of the Masters last night. And first and foremost, I'm not going to speak for Dave, but I think I am going to speak for Dave in saying this. Last week was really awesome for all of us. And first and foremost, I would like to thank Greg's parents, the Delawis, Bill and Bev, for letting us hang out and crash and come in late, get up early, and and hang out with them for last week. And the golf that we got in with Mr. Delawi was awesome at Colleton and having some fun out there. So I would definitely want to say thank you for that, because that was.
I don't know how they put up with you guys.
I don't either. I mean, all three of us there. I mean, that was pretty bad. Oh, and rearranging their living room in order to do Monday night's podcast.
Last Monday's podcast. So. They were great hosts, and thank you to my mom and dad. So to one of the original golfing dads, and my mom for doing so much for us while we were there. So thank you to both of them.
She cooked. She fed us.
Host. She did.
Yes. Yes.
She wanted to do more. She wanted to do more than we even like. We were just in and out so much that she did a fantastic job. So thank you to them.
Thank you to them. No, it was a fun week, and so I wanted to start. Something came up today, and I missed it. Actually, a friend of all of ours, Steve, called me today and asked me if I saw what Jim Nance's comments were. And I tried to get the video to play on here. I was messing around with it before we went on the air, and the audio is just too quiet. So I'm going to post a link in the comment section to it. But I don't know what round it was in. At some point, Koepka laid up into the crosswalk on 15. And Jim Nance said something about Koepka. Here's Koepka. He's got to lay up. He had to lay up. And he laid up. Here he is on the CW. There was a dramatic pause for effect, and then he said, "Crosswalk."
And I even said yesterday, I said they didn't talk about Liv. They didn't talk about that. But that's Jim Nance, though. That's a
Very subtle.
Jim
Yeah.
Nance. Subtle. You're not going to catch it. That's great.
So, Brad, thank you for saying it was the third round. All I know is here's the link if anybody wants to go and find it. It was hilarious. I had a good laugh at that one. It's very surprising that comment was said, but really funny. So we'll just leave it at that. What else is going on today, guys?
It's a perfect way to kind of just throw that in there and then let it go.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all.
We talked on this one last night too, by the way. Rory's skipping Harbortown this week, and Rory has already missed one elevated event, and you're only allowed to miss one elevated event. So the question that came out today is Rory going to get fined for this? What's that fine look like? Like, what does that look like? Like, what do they do? How do they handle this? He's been the face of the tour.
That's I think the bigger issue is he's been the face of the tour. He's been the one pushing for all of these things, and I hope he's okay. But they haven't said why I haven't seen anything on why he's not playing.
Right. Correct.
And that's where it's if you're going to push for all these elevated events and you're going to push for these new arena thing that him and Tiger are trying to put together, then you need to show up. But once again, if you're not feeling well and it's a health or a physical issue, I completely get that. And I don't think if that's the case, I don't think he should be fined. But
right,
you're the leader, so you're setting an example right here.
And if you're doing this because you got butt hurt by missing the cut at Augusta, there needs to be some monetary compensation coming back to the tour on that one.
And he needs to own up to that. And I hope he
correct.
does. I hope that he does, because he has been a great spokesman, because Tiger is the head of all of this. Like, everyone looks
Tiger's
to Tiger
the needle. He doesn't move the needle. Tiger is the needle. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
We know what it is.
But
I mean,
he's the voice right now. Like,
right. Because he's the one that's there. Tiger shows up at the majors and showed up at Riviera. Like, and will we, after the plantar fasciitis, will we see him next month at the PGA? It's still to be determined.
Did you see? I think it was Jason Day who said that about the screws in Tiger's ankle.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Like
oh.
At last year's PGA, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was last year's PGA.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the thought of that hurts. So, but yeah, no. I also, if you haven't seen the Golfing Dads post today, we put a post up today. These came in the mail today for me. Pretty excited. For one of us, yeah. They're on their way. So pretty excited to get these in the mail. The new squares bold. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to keep the white laces in, or if I'm going to be bold or bolder and go with the blue laces. Or if I go with one blue and one white lace, I don't know. I might do that too.
My lime green ones say they're going to be here tomorrow.
Yours going to be there tomorrow? Okay.
Supposed to.
So I will say, those new bolds, they look fantastic. Like, they look, I think, like more of a tour shoe than the last ones did.
I saw this comment come up, Brad, and
that's awesome.
Giggled out loud.
I love it.
and I'm going to say this. Well, first off, hey, Brad, I think you could give you think you could get Pfeiffer a run for his money at this point, or you think Pfeiffer's got him? We'll ask that question. But secondly, he wasn't far from being there. Like, when we go back to the accident, what happened to Tiger, like, he may have been on the adaptive circuit at some point because of what happened to him in the accident. So we can sit and laugh about that. But I mean, with everything that he has been through, the fact that we even get to see him tee it up for 2 rounds at some point during the season is pretty good. I do think that the over 50 circuit, where 5 years ago I never thought I'd say that Tiger Woods would play the Champions Tour, I think Tiger Woods is closer to playing the Champions Tour now because he can ride, and it will allow his kids to see him play golf.
What is he, 2.5 years away from that now?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, here's the thing with Tiger, unfortunately, with the accident and where he's at, the best thing that Tiger can do for golf right now is be that ambassador, be that the needle, keep being what Tiger always was. He doesn't have to play. He just has to show up, and everyone's going to be there to be in the field.
Show up, host,
to do that.
Continue doing courses.
Yeah, I think that's
Hold on, I'm gonna put this comment up because I'm gonna volunteer us right away after this comment. Hey, Brad, we'll do this, and I'm down for this, just as long as the Golfing Dads Tavern gets to be the commentary, the on-course commentary,
nice.
For this golf, or we get to caddy. One or the other, we're in. But the Golfing Dads Tavern is definitely in on this. I mean, we support this 110%.
I think that would be a great on-course commentary. Can we get Charles Barkley too?
I was thinking the same thing, Greg.
No. Hey, I'm gonna add somebody else. I'm gonna add somebody else into the mix. Shaq. We need Shaq commentating on golf.
That is true. That is true.
Because the one time it happened, it was amazing.
And and he's one of the nicest guys on the planet. And
100%.
That would be phenomenal.
100%.
But yeah, I think that's this is. We're calling it here. It's been announced officially first on the Golfing Dads after party.
We'll come up with the date.
The after party.
Get it out there.
But yeah, no.
Call TBS.
I think that the, I do think that the chances that we get to see Tiger play now, I think we need to count our blessings when he gets to tee it up, because we were spoiled by Tiger when he did play. I think we all can appreciate now, looking back, how spoiled we were by him, and the guy that wanted to be number one in the world and stay there and did it. Kudos to Tiger. So
that's going to be a hell of a record to if anyone ever breaks that.
Exactly.
Correct.
But that's where Tiger's one of those people that, like I said, he shows up. Everyone wants to go see Tiger. Everyone wants to watch Tiger. Now, will his son be that same way? Because just on the father-son championship, everyone wants to watch him play. So I'm hoping that maybe he's the next.
Him and Little John.
Oh, that's going to be a great match.
Him and Little John. Hey, Dave, what are you drinking? Are you drinking Crow's Nest tonight, Dave? What is that?
It's Cold Snap.
It's Cold Snap.
Nice.
You guys still have Cold Snap? Yeah, we're on to Summer Ale here in Central Florida, and
no, this was still in my fridge.
Oh, nice.
I'm drinking Hershey's chocolate porter. We're way away from that.
Yeah.
So it's what's in the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I cleaned out my fridge and unfortunately had to dump a whole bunch of beer the other day.
Alcohol
Some
abuse.
of it being from Crooked Can.
Oh, because you can't get that. That's tough.
Like
if I can get that.
It was beyond the skunkiness that I'm willing to drink beer at.
That's true. It's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad. You'll stoop to a lot of levels.
If you say you poured out Cloud Chaser, I'm just removing you from this broadcast.
Well, what do you think it was?
There you go. All right, so Dave's gone now.
It was fun while it lasted, guys.
It was. See if
I take you to the Masters next year.
That's sad. Hey, I don't want to go with somebody who pours out Cloud Chaser and doesn't drink it the minute they get it.
It was beyond the point that I was willing to drink it at.
Why didn't you drink it? Why did it get to that point is my question.
Because I own too much beer.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that because you do.
Or you drink it too slow.
Patrick Cavalier of drinking beer.
He's the Patrick Cavalier drinking beer. Somebody posted, speaking of that, thank you for that, Lee. What a great reference that was, Lee. Was it the guys at Foreplay that posted this? Somebody today posted Cantley's comments. Cantley was asked today about his slow play. And he basically said something about the effect of, well, it's a major and the flags were in difficult spots on slopes, so it's going to take longer to play. That's all I said.
Which is not a lie, but there's longer and there's too long.
Correct. There's longer and then there's paint drying.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was in paint drying.
He was in paint drying. He was in the paint booth. Yeah, I was like, that was the comment. Okay, cool. We'll go with that. So other than that, what else do we have today? I mean, we got Harbortown there was a text message, Lee. I didn't include you in this text. Sorry. Funny point about Harbortown this week. The winner's purse at Harbortown is going to get more money than they did last week at the Masters. So the question becomes now with the elevated events, are the majors, I mean, yes, you're still going for trophies in history at majors, but are elevated and designated events going to become more important if you're looking at it from a money perspective for players?
Well, obviously, if it's more, it's money.
I mean, it goes. The money was first place at the Masters was 3.24 million. First place for the Heritage next week is 3.6. So that's quite a significant increase, especially from a major to a non-major. But I think these
in an event
events,
that has kind of been I mean, recently the PGA Tour, guys were showing up for it, but it wasn't the.
Oh, in the past, it wasn't.
No,
It used to
yeah.
be the Masters after party.
Yeah,
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
But
I mean, that was Hootie's tournament today. That was Darius's tournament today. I mean, let's call it what that is.
Well, and that's what I think. Like these designated events are trying to elevate what they are. They're fighting with the Live Tour for the money. They're, like you just said, the Masters, the PGA, the Open, and the U.S. Open. Those are prestigious. And that's what it's there. So the money, it's not about the money there. It's about the prestige and winning a major, where these designated events are becoming more about the money. That's what it is.
Right.
And I think it's a good thing. I think it's, I mean, I would like to see the majors to make slightly more. But if you're going prestige over money and you're putting the money in the designated, I get it. I 100% get it.
You're not playing a major for a paycheck. You're playing the major to win a major.
Exactly.
And let's be real, we've all been to Augusta as spectators. We've played Harbour Town.
Have we?
It
felt
yeah.
so long ago.
Degree of difficulty at Augusta is a little higher than it is at Harbour Town.
And I was thinking the same thing. Not like
I will
Harbour
say,
Town be set up like a U.S. Open.
I will say, Harbour Town, smallest greens.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Like, you can fit every green on Harbour Town, I think, on like the green for two. Yeah, that's exactly.
Two at Augusta. Yeah,
I think it's two at Augusta.
That green's massive.
Every green at Harbour Town. I would like to see, Lee, I think you brought up a good point there, because Harbour Town it's a very narrow course. It's not the longest by any means, but it's narrow. It's a shot maker's course.
It's at 7150 from the back tees or something. If
yeah,
play it all the way back. Like
I think if you
positional,
if you put that in U.S. Open standards,
that'd
be a tough course.
It would definitely change. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a tough course already. That would be ridiculous.
What if you set it
Then
up
some
like
other
Bay Hill?
people might miss.
What if you set that course up like Bay Hill, hard and fast with deep rough like Bay Hill does? Forget it.
I think it would be similar to what it is now. I think it would just be a slightly harder, but I think if you go U.S. Open hard, impossible.
I don't know. I watched Lucas Glover, U.S. Open winner. Greg, you were at that one. I watched Lucas Glover from 110 yards out of the rough at Bay Hill not be able to get it to the green.
And that's closer to U.S. Open.
Yeah. Like swinging as hard as he could with a wedge and couldn't get it there. So I think that I think that if you do that at Harbour Town, and the funny part about Harbour Town is you go from a golf course that has fairways that look like this, and you can get claustrophobic. Like the landing area on one looks like you have a push mower strip to hit it on. And then you get to 18, which is the widest fairway in the PGA Tour.
They got to make it up somewhere.
Yeah. Like
that's what I feel like. But it's also when you say it's the widest on tour, it's only the widest on tour for that one section. It's not like it's that wide the whole way.
No. But I mean, when you deal with the PGA Tour, it's the landing area for the PGA Tour guys. I mean, even if it plays into the fan, they're taking it down the left side. Like they can all hit it that far. It's not overly complicated. You think Cam Young's going to be upset that it's into the wind? No, it probably stops it from going through the fairway if it's downwind. Like he probably hits 3-wood if it's downwind or 2-iron.
But it is. I mean, we've all played the course. You have to be in the right position on that course because close to like Augusta in some places where if you're in the wrong position, you're blocked out. Like there are.
Go ahead and hit it left on 16. Tell me how it feels. Like,
exactly.
Well, there's no longer tree. There's no tree over there anymore.
There's no tree all the way over there. The tree is still in the the one tree did fall down after a hurricane.
Yeah.
But even on one, if you're down the left side, you're blocked out.
That whole grove on the left. Yeah.
And then if you try and miss, if you play the miss there and then block it a little further right, you're in the trees right. Good luck.
I think like
concession stand.
The only one where you have like a better shot is 10, because 10's pretty wide open. There's a pond on the left hand side. It's the reverse of what I said everywhere. It's the reverse of every course I said in Hilton Head. It's the pond on the left hand side, and it's a dog leg, but.
Yeah.
But you also could bail out over towards 16 because it's wide open between 10.
Exactly.
10
you got 16 and 10 right there.
But if you go too far into 16, once again, trees come in the way, blocking you to get it back to 10, up by where they usually have the scoreboard. But yeah, it's a fun layout. It's a Pete Dye. I mean, Pete Dye is my favorite architect, and it's a Pete and Nick combined for this one.
Nicholas, yep.
And
that was Nicholas's first design.
Yeah. And they did a great job with it. And it's just like we said yesterday, the two par threes on the back nine are two of the best par threes. And you come into 13 with the railroad ties, but it's those postage stamp greens that they'll get you. They will get you.
Yep. All right, so it's 8:21 now. So let's I've got, I think, everything here. So let's start. Let's get this giveaway ready. So this is.
All right, you want me to spin the wheel?
Creme of this. This is the creme de la creme to this. Wedge FX. Thank you to Lee Wedge.
And just throwing it out there, like some people, because they asked about the wedges, there were only 4 of those made.
It's one of 4.
We didn't make another one. I gave mine up to go in that.
A mini G and a regular rivet brush. There's. Yep.
Oh, I'm going to talk about that real quick because
we've got the divot tool with the Golfing Dads Tavern logo on it, Golfing Dads Tavern sticker, Golfing Dads Tavern poker chip ball marker, and of course, Tag Golf and the American flag towel. So
hey, I'm going to say we did this weekend.
Oh, and Dave's got the mug. And I've also got we've got a Tervis cup and
a ball
and a logo golf ball from Augusta National. So
this is a heck of a prize pack.
It's a good haul.
Heck of a prize pack.
I will say that mini Grubbit brush and the tag towel, those two combinations, phenomenal. Phenomenal on a golf course.
Yeah, that mini Grubbit brush. That thing's pretty legit.
I loved the Grubbit brush before that, and the mini. I was like, oh, okay, the mini. It's interesting. You hook that to your belt and around, game changer. Caddies have been using it. Like, professional caddies have been using it.
I saw what's his name that won was in contention when Tiger won in 19. The Italian dude. What's his name?
Molinari.
Molinari had was wearing one around while he was practicing at Bay Hill.
Yeah.
So
there were a lot of players that were using it on the range at Augusta. So it is just clip it to the back of your belt and then around, take that magnet, brush it off. It's phenomenal. You brush off that wedge, that Wedge FX wedge.
I wouldn't know. I haven't hit it yet, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that it's gonna. And Lee's like, whatever, it's just a wedge.
Yeah. All right,
it's made for dirt.
All right, I'm gonna spin the wheel. A lot of people's names on here. We got a lot of people that entered and followed the rules. There were some that I saw in there that didn't follow all the rules, so I did have to remove some from this. But let's give it a spin here. And Robert Dawson.
Robert Dawson
is our winner. Robert, congratulations! You win the prize package on here, and we will.
Hey, just so everybody knows at home, spin that, show it, please. So it shows for the camera.
Everything on there.
There it is.
Everybody's name was on there. So that entered correctly, and people had 2 entries on there if they followed, or more entries if they followed all the rules that were on there.
Yeah,
So
what's this thing with all
congratulations,
the
Robert.
golf
It
case
was
things in it?
it was fantastic.
Well, just
So we'll
Do
get
we-
that all sent
Do
out
we know
to you.
what his handle
Oh,
was?
you got the.
I'll have to.
Yeah, I am RD3, I believe, is what his is.
Yeah, I went through all of them and I was pulling. If they had their name, I had some.
I
handles on here, too.
underscore am underscore RD3. So
Nothing
I'm
of
gonna
mine
send him a
wants to
D-
work tonight.
That's
No?
all right. It's an after party. Nothing's supposed to work in an after party.
Well,
Your computer had too much fun. All right. Well, with that, Robert, congratulations.
Congrats.
no,
Congrats,
that I
Robert.
missed the spin of the wheel.
You did
Yes,
miss it. You
Robert
were kinda going
Dawson.
in and out. Robert Dawson won.
Nice.
So,
Will,
thank you
no.
for everyone who entered. Please continue to like, subscribe, and follow. Tell your friends. We'll be back on Monday with a recap of the Heritage.
Yes.
I'll be there Friday, guys.
Nice. So my dad will
Are
be there
you
Friday
wearing-
too.
Hey,
Oh,
Greg, I'm disappointed you're not wearing tartan
Monday.
tonight.
Monday.
Monday. Okay.
Monday. I mean,
All
I got
right.
my hat. I
Get your hat. So
got my hat.
all right, everybody
So-
have a good week. Look forward to seeing you guys on Monday night.
No more.
And Monday night we're gonna have we'll have a guest on Monday night from Revolve Golf. So that'll be good. It'll be I'm drawing a blank right now.
That was a
Corey.
fun bag to use. It was
Yeah,
a fun
Yes.
bag.
I thought it was a great bag. I used it for 2 rounds of 18, so I'll have a good review of it.
So yeah, 36 holes of that, and yeah, we will go from there. I hope everybody has a great week, and we will see you on the flip side.
Peace.
Cheers.
Peace.